So set up on multiple platforms. I set mine up on Airbnb and VRBO, but you can set up as many short-term sites as you choose. Since I was newer to it, I just didn't want to, juggle all of the different sites, because, when someone books on one site, you have to block off the other site. But there's also, and I get more than enough bookings from these two platforms, so I didn't really need another platform. But one I'm actually looking into, another investor friend of mine told me about, it's called Furnish Finder. And on the slow months, like it's pretty slow, December through February for us on some of our properties. And she is able to get 30-day bookings from traveling nurses. And it's just been kind of really popular during the pandemic. So that's one thing I'm going to actually look into. Another thing you need to do is adjust your booking settings to your liking when you set up the property. Both platforms are very, very great at walking you through the actual process of setting it up. So are you going to put on instant book? You do want to pre-approve them. A minimum amount of days. I usually put a buffer there just for extra COVID precautions in between bookings. You also need to determine your rates, pull comps by searching the same area to see what similar properties are charging per night. Just treat your short-term rental as you would a long-term rental, as far as determining how much to charge by looking up in the area, similar square feet, bathrooms, bedrooms. And Airbnb and VRBO have suggested rates I'll get to later. And then finally, just know your break even. You'll need to know what that is, because it's going to give you an idea of what your projected cash flow would be and if it's worth it. So a couple other things, are utilities on? Make sure you add internet service. We have smart TVs, so we kind of save on cable, and the guests just log into their own accounts and stream shows, so you can save money there. I have a house manual, and this is what you post on each platform, and it includes expectations and rules for your guests. I mean, you always got to have rules. I also make sure I have a welcome folder that includes this at each property as well. And the welcome folder includes house rules, and you can always find these examples on Google or Pinterest. They have them everywhere. Checkout procedures, Wi-Fi info, places to eat, and things to do in the area. These are really great to have on your listing and in your welcome folder. People need to know the places to eat and things to do. Just think about when you travel, you kind of look for the same thing. Storage closet. You need to have a storage closet and keep it locked. This is for housekeeping and maintenance. I keep a lockbox on this door with a key for my housekeeping, but also in case for some reason I can't get in touch with housekeeping and the guest needs access. It is very rare for guests to have access to the supply closet. I mean, just think about how tempting it is passing all of those housekeeping carts with supplies at a hotel. I mean, I keep mine locked, so you might have stuff missing. But lock boxes are really my best friend. I have 3 of them at one property. I really don't want to send a locksmith out there. I have one for the supply closet, 2 others outside, one for the guest, one for housekeeping. We also use August locks, which is just an automated keypad door lock. But I always have a lockbox out just in case Wi-Fi is down or if it malfunctions. A Ring doorbell. You also must disclose if you have any cameras on your property. This is just a great thing to have upon check-in. I use it for check-in. I just make sure the number of people match the number on the reservation and that they don't bring pets. I never look at the camera afterwards. Don't be a creeper unless I suspect a party or a neighbor complaint or something. Supplies, Amazon Basics, Prime. I hate to shop. I love the easy processing of clicking and shipping and unboxing at the property. So I ship directly to the property, just make, someone's there. Like I have my team go over there and unbox. I'll just save you research. Amazon Basics brand is a great brand for Airbnbs. It's inexpensive, but not too cheap. Like I can't stand IKEA. That stuff breaks. You don't want your guests to fall down from a chair that breaks or can't set up right. So you can just Google, search on Pinterest for a room by room list of what you need for each room. Also, another great recommendation is to look for furniture outlets in the town of your short-term rentals. You don't want to go to each rental or gather your whole family to move stuff in there and set things up and build furniture. Just find a furniture outlet store. That's what I do. That delivers and assembles the furniture, so you don't even have to worry about it and just avoid the headache. And then templates. It's very important to have templates set up, systems set up. And there's also just systems out there that automate all this for you. I just didn't want to pay for it, and it's pretty manageable for me. But I think there's one called Smart B&B that will just automate all this for you, so you don't have to do anything. But I just have templates saved on the platforms for check-in procedures, check-out procedures. I also have a what to bring email before they arrive, because on some of my reviews, they were saying, hey, there's no charcoal here. So I just, things that I don't include as what I think are essential, I just add, hey, you might want to bring, you need to get a fishing license, your boat, just water toys, just, so they know what to expect. Then finally, kind of like Ian said, professional pictures are an absolute must. I have an example of my little competitor right here. It's, you just have to remember, just like with retail listings, a picture gets people in the door. It needs to be inviting to get them to click on your property in the search. No iPhone pictures. The only iPhone pictures I include on my listings are pictures from the guests or updates like a fire pit. Make sure the phone pictures are after the professional pictures. The more pictures, the better. Actually, when you go in and edit everything, it refreshes your search.